Kalimera, Kalispera, wherever time you're watching. This is Mappa. I'm Stel. Thasso is here. And this is going to be a fun show for everyone. And I cannot wait.
Oh,
Eddie,
yes.
Thasso.
I'm doing great, my friend. How are you doing? Yeah,
Better.
exactly. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Public enemy number one, mate.
Now the pleasantries are over. Woo! Ooh, what a week! What a week it's been! Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
beautiful turn of events.
Absolutely.
If
Absolutely.
if you've got like a spare euro to give a month, or 99 cents to be precise, you could be privy to the inside joke that's happening right now. Do you want to put do you want to put the link up? You know.
No.
Yes. So yeah, we've had we've had some interesting goings on in and around Cypriot football this week, haven't we?
Sorry. Listen, there are people that watch it live that don't know what's going on. Okay.
Exactly.
Right. Let me just try and break it down.
Yeah.
Actually, shall we do it after the review?
Yeah, we can do it
It would
after
make
the
more
review.
sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would make more sense after the review of the game because it's all relative.
Exactly.
We want to get the timeline correct.
Yeah. Yes.
The chain of events. Isn't it funny how one sentence can tap a whole fucking team, a whole club?
Right? Amazing.
Mate.
Amazing.
Anyway, nothing happens in the pod, right? Cup finals next week. We don't want to repeat.
No. Trust me. There's a lot of people that are asking for that cup final to probably be replayed, expecting a different result. I don't think there's going to be a different result, guys.
What do you mean, like Omonoia bringing in a new technical director and head coach expecting for a different result? Sorry. I'm on one tonight. I've got the giggles already.
Good. I mean, let's depress you for a bit, and then we'll bring it back up again afterwards.
Okay.
We have to talk about the one game that happened this week.
Absolutely.
That is obviously Aston Villa losing to Crystal Palace. No, it's the Cypriot FA Cup final between Omonoia and Pafos. So here we go. Here they are. Did you put the goals or the highlights?
Just the goals.
Oh,
just the goals.
Look at this.
Just the goals.
Man.
Well, explain what's happening, Fassel, because I'm not going to talk about it. I didn't watch it, and I'm too angry anyway.
It's very difficult to explain what happened. But this third goal is nobody can stop that. But there's nothing you could do about that third goal. But yes, Pafos ended up winning 3-0 against Omonoia, and they celebrate their first bit of proper silverware. Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, pretty much. They are the first team from Pafos to win a piece of silverware since Abob Giniras Beyas in 2008, I think. To the 2008-2009 season. Now, just for some information for people about Abob Giniras Beyas, they folded in 2012. So, anyway, yeah. The stats for the game are really they're a sorry affair for the team in green. They finished the game with 35% possession, one shot on target. Zoha had 5 saves to make on top of the 3 goals that he'd conceded. I mean, there's arguments for how the game went. You know, you could argue the penalty from the 5th minute killed the game for Omonoia, but in response to that, they conceded a couple of shots, a corner, and prior to the referee being called for the on-field review, for the penalty, Pafos had hit the post. So it was all going one-way traffic from the beginning, really. And then obviously Omonoia started to come back into the game, and then the second goal happened with the missed kick from Ozoho, and then just the lack of movement in the second phase from Omonoia defenders to just catch up with anybody. Like, mark anyone, just pick a player, mark him. They just left everybody clear. And then obviously there was that absolute bastard of a goal, absolute stonker rocket that basically killed the game off. I think within 30 odd minutes. But even then, right? You could argue penalty conceded in the 5th minute killed the game. Big teams in this league fall behind that early on, and then have the mentality to fight back and do something about it. Just putting it out there. So the same thing happened the week before, and then a team managed to turn that around from conceding in the 5th minute. But anyway, just to rub it in a bit more for the Omonoia fans. Sorry, I'm just rubbing it in a bit. But yeah, even so, right? I don't think Omonoia fans can argue about the better performing team there. It wasn't necessarily just Omonoia were terrible, but Pafos they showed up with one hand on the cup already, and it was something that I'd mentioned right after the league games. I said that if this Omonoia team doesn't learn its lesson from the game they played against Pafos in the league the week before, then they're going to end up losing 3-1. I said they were going to get a goal. They had one shot on target. So they did even worse than what I predicted they were going to do. It's terrible. I don't understand how you can perform like that in a cup final. And not only just 3-0, it could have been 4-0 had Tankovic scored with that free kick towards the end of the game, or if Contreras had better composure in the 89th minute, where it was basically one-on-one with Ozoho. It's sad state of affairs for Omonoia, but Pafos, again, they need flowers. Everybody ring into Flora, send them flowers to Alia. She needs the attention. But yeah, you're not saying anything, so I'm doing all the
I didn't watch the game. I told you I had no interest in watching this game. I told everyone in the members area, I've got no interest. I told them 4 or 5 days before the final, I've got no interest in watching this game because I knew what was going to happen. And funny enough, I'm just going to say this, having spoken to one member of staff at the club, I'm not going to mention any names, not going to say if they were a coach or a player, they got scared.
Yeah.
Then do you know why they got scared? And you're going to laugh at this. I didn't see this, but there was a reverse pass from Mustafa Nam in the opening 30 seconds, which bypassed all 3 central midfielders. And that killed us. That one pass. And their heads dropped because it led to, from what I was told, there was a corner and they hit the post, and then
and then the VAR decision for
and then the handball. I think was again. I didn't. I just watched the highlights from taking the clips. I didn't. So
But even from the highlights, there's like maybe one Omonoia chance in all those highlights.
But you said there was one shot on goal.
Yeah, on target. Yeah. It was, but again, Pafos showed up, and they
as you should in a cup final.
Yeah.
As you should in a cup final. I don't care if it's your first or your third in a row. You need to show up for a cup final.
Yep. exactly.
But listen, if I
And they
say
did.
anything about that cup final or the performance, Omonoia are going to put out a statement.
It's okay. I'll say it, and then they can put out a statement mentioning me specifically. That was terrible from Omonoia. Now, I'm going to mention some stuff around the game as well that I noticed. For instance, I think that they had something like 7,000 people at the RCB Pafos did. So, it's not a bad crowd for a team that's got no fans. People turned up to go watch Pafos play in Lefkosia. And on the way back to Pafos as well, I was looking at the Instagram stories as they were coming in. And on the way back to Pafos, they blocked the tunnel that's between La Maison and Pafos. And all the cars just stopped and they all just got out in the tunnel, blaring the burues, playing music, dancing around, letting off fireworks in the tunnel. So, yeah.
Frionides, is he coming?
I'm pretty sure he's going to come in. I actually need to check whether he's put anything up tonight. But yeah, fantastic. The fans behaved themselves and they were loud. They were quite loud, weren't they? Part of it as well is all the Omonoia fans were absolutely shell shocked at what had happened to the team in the first half. But yeah. Pafos having the time, Pafos and the Bafides having the time of their life.
Of course, and Thasso, look, I said this on No Choftas the other day, but I'm going to repeat myself for those that didn't watch it, because obviously this is for Cypriot football in general.
Yeah.
Pafos' preparation for the final was incredible, from branding, marketing, social media, and you could tell that it meant something to them. You can tell that they were going to make a song and dance about it, but you could also tell that it was the beginning of something. There was this, I could tell, how can I put it? I could sense it. When there's something's in the air, and just by the way that they were going about their business, it was impressive. It was modern. It was different to what we're used to seeing in Cyprus, especially from the advertising and the branding, etc., the social media stuff. So they played an absolute blind, and some of it was cringeworthy. I'm not going to lie to you. It was cringe. But what they did, they got the local community involved. So if you look in the stands, there were hundreds of children, hundreds of women. And what you're getting now is they're aiming the product to the younger generation, those that in 10 or 15 years time are going to have a disposable income. And these are memories that these children will have for the rest of their lives. And the victory alone will probably be enough to make them Pafos supporters for life. And also we know that Pafos do have a serious strategy, a serious project, and an incredible sum of money behind them, which enables them to build on their strategy. And it's scary. It really is scary. And I believe that our league is going to end up, no disrespect, like the SPL, with two teams challenging every season. And I don't care how big these clubs are, like APOEL or Omonoia. It doesn't matter. As you saw at the weekend, it doesn't matter how big the team is. It doesn't matter how many fans show up. It doesn't. Because if the players are better than their opponents, that's it. You can talk to me about fans all you want. But
it's a mentality thing. It's a mentality thing.
Of course.
So, those Pafos players, like you said, they showed I said already, and what Mario has put in here, they were going rabid about having to get this cup. I think there's videos of Tankovic being like, "What, hey, why aren't you going to the game?" Gyro being like, "I've been here for 3 years. It's time. I really want to win something." You had a lot of players kind of putting out everything on the pitch because they didn't just want it; they needed the win. Whereas just the Omonoia players, they kind of just showed up because they're getting paid to show up. Basically, that's how. Me looking at this as someone outside of the two teams, I won't say unbiased, because I am a little bit biased, but there was nothing there to, like, I was thinking, 65th minute, still 3-0, but Pafos haven't done much in this half. Somebody yelled something at these Omonoia players to get them boosted, get a goal back. If you get a goal back, the nerves start creeping in for the other team. There was nothing. But yeah, there was also another thing that I'd mentioned as well. I said a day before the cup final.
This one.
Oh yeah, sorry. Do you want to translate that? It says,
"Good evening, boys from the top of the mountain. I send my greetings to our friend, or regards or greetings to Pedro, our friend, that's crying in the comments." What guy? George, I love you, man. George, I love you. You know you're an APOELista. I love you, man.
But yeah, So yeah, I said the day before the cup final that there'll be Omonoia fans complaining that the cup final was fixed, as the president of the Republic is a Pafos FC fan. I was only partly joking, but of course, even before the final whistle actually blew, I saw some Facebook posts from people saying that the game was fixed because of that reason.
Of course, it was fixed. It was fixed because.
But yeah,
do you know what? It might have been. It might have been, because if you look at Pafos' second goal, what Francis Uzoho was doing, you'd think he was on the take.
Yeah,
he
but
tries to play No. Let me finish. He tries to play a 30-yard crossfield pass when he can't kick to save his life. He undercooks it. He gets no distance or power on it. And to make matters worse, the shot from the edge of the box, it's savable. It went through his hand like a FIFA glitch. His hands are made out of poppadoms.
But like, you're watching the guys, you're watching the Pafos forwards run. Like, as soon as Tankovic gets the ball, you just see full sprint. The Pafos forwards full sprint as soon as Tankovic gets the ball. Kusulos is kind of like, what's going on over there? The Koulibaly is trying to chase someone who's coming in on the left wing. They end up not running in, which leaves Dragomir by himself to get the ball for the finish. Nothing worked. Nothing worked. Like, nothing worked. But Pepe scored basically one of the goals of the season, though, as well. That shot is something else. Like, just the pace, and he hit it so straight, and just he proper rocked it. I want to say as well, on the social media side of things, I want to have a complaint with Pafos about the social media side of things. And it's more something that they didn't include rather than something that they did include. So just don't mind the typing happening on the bottom here. I'm trying to get the player's name up that I'm going to talk about on Wikipedia. And if people look him up, once I've mentioned him, you'll realize why I want to talk about him. But basically, Pafos signed him in 2016-17, and that if people aren't well versed in Cypriot football history, that is the season that Pafos got promoted from the second division to the first division, and they had Adrian Pachulea up front that season, and he scored for them in the second division 26 goals in 26 games. Banged them in. Amazing record. It's 1 goal a game. That is amazing, right? So that's nothing that they posted a few players from Pafos' history, but I'm guessing they couldn't find him or something. Because Adrian Pachulea is, I think, very important for their history. Without him, They don't get promoted, and they don't get
Where's he
above the
from?
money. He's from Romania.
We
Adrian Pajulea.
need to find him.
Now, see,
Adrian!
one of the reasons why I knew about Pajulea previously anyway, because he also played for Lincoln City while I was there, while my family were living in Lincoln at the time. And I recommend people go to his Wikipedia and read it, because there's a story about how he came about for trialing and getting to play for Lincoln, and there's some left turns in it. Shall I read it out? Shall I read it out for people who can't be bothered? So, in February 2008, he trained with Burgess Hill Town, but problems with his international clearance curtailed any move. He began the 2008-2009 preseason with Boston United, playing in their 2-0 friendly victory at Shilebrook Town on 12th of July 2008. He then arrived at Lincoln City and requested a trial. City manager Peter Jackson, resistance was broken by the player's bizarre training ground routine, and Pajulea then spent 6 weeks training with the first team squad. Jackson later commented, he was spotted by the groundsman running around the training ground with his girlfriend on his back. The trouble is, his girlfriend was naked, which got the attention of the players.
Got my attention now.
Yeah. So, but
was it bald?
There's no mention of that there. But yeah.
Maybe it was like a bush.
Listen, it's 2008. Anything goes.
Could have braided it like Varda did.
Yes. So if you let me finish, and then you can throw the jokes in. Right. He played 31 times for Lincoln City when they were in, I think it was still at League 2 at the time. He scored 11 goals, and then he went through some teams. He went through a few teams, joined Pafos, scored those 26 goals in 26 games. Then he went to Algioroglinis and played 0 times. And then went back to Romania for a season, and then went to Omonoia Radipu in 2018-19 and scored 5 goals in 9 games. The man is a bagsman. Adrian, exactly. And Pafos did nothing about this guy. Learn your history, guys. Learn your
history.
Bald
like your tires.
But yeah, and one more thing about this game, and then we can move on, right?
Thank God.
At least from me, is I don't know what the lockout about not giving any awards to Tankovic, right? No awards at all for Tankovic. I don't think he was even in the second 11. Yeah. And I don't understand why, apparently there's a number 10 in this league who's better than him. Well, does anybody know a number 10?
Because Tankovic doesn't have a sob story. That's the difference.
No, it's got nothing to do with sob stories, right? It's the best 11.
It's got everything to do with sob stories. He doesn't have a sob story. Okay?
It's the best 11, man. It's the best 11. Yeah, you're supposed to pick the best 11 players, the best number 10. The best number 10 in the league, right, is Muammar Tankovic.
So, he's better than Bezos. Do we agree?
Anybody want to argue with me?
Do we agree?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Does anybody want to argue with me?
Halas. It's nonsense. Halas.
But yeah.
In fact, it's haram. The fact that Bezos is in there over Tankovic is haram. Don't care.
Yeah.
Don't forget that it's the players that voted. Pedro has got a Sofroni doll and a Bezos strap-on. A Bezos-shaped strap-on.
Listen. All that proves to me, right, is that best 11 vote is a popularity contest.
Exactly. So Tankovic needs a sob story.
Yeah, I've got one for him if he stays next season and performs like he did this season. His
Wait,
sub-story for next season is, oh my God, I played so well last season and everybody ignored me. Only Thasso and Stell appreciated me.
the sub story could be he's out of contract and he joins Omonoia and he has a season like most of the Omonoia players, and then happy days. Then you get your sub story.
Right, there you go. Right, so that's all from me on the cup final. Although, no, sorry, there's one more thing that came up after I wrote the notes. Pafos put a video up on Instagram about an hour ago about fans who, what kind of wild celebrations where they were going to do.
Oh no, I thought there's another one that you're going to mention. How fan attendance has gone up, or fan engagement has gone up like 32% or something like that.
Yeah. No, there was that one, but there was one before it where it was Alia interviewing some fans outside the stadium, asking them what kind of celebration, what kind of crazy out of this world celebrations they were going to do if Pafos had won the cup. And then,
Adrian's missus running through the screen with her. she spray painted the blue, walking around with this big bush, a blue bush, and then next to her was the Buffalo Cookie Monster mascot.
Oh God, we're not getting Pagilea on the podcast, are we? Right, I've got to make reference to this because people need to comment on this video, because one of the guys that Alia had interviewed for this said that he would do whatever's proposed to him on the video. So yeah, and Alia said, a bit of text came up that said, comment below what the guy should do. So, guys, I suggest people go on that Instagram video and comment on what that guy should do. Now, I personally said that he should get a tattoo of Tankovic on his chest.
Where is it? You said an hour ago.
Yeah, it's
fire to win the cup. That's not the one. Cups a day. What do you mean post? Not a post.
It is. Hold on. I'll find it.
Is it a reel?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know Instagram. I just see things.
Dude, I think they've deleted it. You know.
Have they?
It's not there.
Hold on a second. Let me find it.
It's not there. Hang on. Let's do this. Let's do this together. Let's do it up together. 1 minute. If they've probably deleted it, bro. Because maybe some people have commented. Maybe they were expecting. Hold on.
Oh my God, they have. You know, it's not there,
bro. This is what I'm saying. It's not there. This is the one I was talking about before.
Oh no. Hold on. Sorry, 9 hours ago. Right. So it's a bit earlier. So go back a couple.
Go back a couple.
Yeah.
Celebratory wallpaper. That's 1 day ago. 9 hours ago. You promised us before the final. Now tell us, did you do what you promised?
Yeah, that one. That one. So first she interviewed.
Play soggy biscuit.
Yeah, I think Mario's right. VAR check complete, demonetized.
I've done it. Play soggy biscuit.
Oh yeah, there it is. So you can. No, hold on. Can I? There you go. Can you see that? So
yeah, I'm there. I told you I did. Play soggy biscuit. I don't care.
Yeah. So there it is. So people can see. Stell put play soggy biscuit, and then below it I said get a tattoo of Tankovic on his chest.
Yours is boring. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, but compared to what you just put, yeah. So I recommend everybody goes on that Pafos FC Instagram post and just comment
and put down play soggy biscuit
on that wild celebration that guy should do.
Or I'll say donkey Pachalia. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't keep
demonetized.
punching anyone.
We are not getting
No.
any advertising money.
Bro,
for,
no.
for
We
this
did 10 minutes without swearing. The first 10 minutes we did without swearing. So
Okay,
we're all right.
All right, fine. Now, we've done half an hour on Pafos and Omonoia. You got anything else to add?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
And this is going to be
Oh,
fun.
yes, of course.
Because I'm going to get it in the neck again. So
Now,
the
I'm going to
following
go
day,
mute.
sorry, that evening, I did a review of the game. Even though I didn't watch the game, I did a reaction. I voiced my opinions, and perhaps I was a little bit over vocal, but I said things that needed to be said. They were fair, and to be honest, as I said, they needed to be said. And some of the comments were incredible. In fact, one guy put in the comments after the show, "You're a savage, but I'd love to have a fan like you supporting us because we need more people like you." During that pod, I said, at the earliest opportunity, Omonoia will say that even though we didn't win the league and we didn't win the cup, which were our targets, we achieved the target and qualifying for Europe, third place. So effectively, we're celebrating third place like it's a trophy. I said there or thereabouts, that's what's going to come out. Less than 24 hours later, Uncle Baba Stavro puts out a long statement on Facebook and on Twitter saying, wasn't a good cup final, blah, 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 but we reached a target, like clockwork. So I reacted to it the following day. And I said what I had to say. But also pointed out a few things that were brought to my attention. And I also questioned, where's the 100,000 euros? Because there was a reward for information for an incident that occurred a couple of years ago outside the vice president's home or within or wherever it was. But no one's claimed that 100,000 euros. No arrests have been made. If you're not in the members area, you can join our membership. It's 99 cents a month. Just go to the join bit and you'll see the whole thing. Anyway, thought nothing of it. This morning, I take my daughter to school. I come home and I see Omonoia have released a statement from their press office. And they were saying there were some publications. They didn't mention any names, so it can't have been just me. There was obviously others. And they were saying, something along the lines of, people were claiming that the head coach wasn't at the stadium, as in Dambrauskas wasn't at the cup final, yada, yada, yada. And then they put, we don't celebrate third place. Now, no one else online said anything about celebrating third place apart from me. So I know that was a dig. That was a shot. But you know what? As I said again in the members area today when I was reacting to it, when you go against an establishment that's got a load of money, a lot of influence, a lot of power, and you're just me with a voice, that's all I've got, I ain't going to win. So for those of you watching live, don't be surprised if sooner or later I might be getting some, what's the word, Tasso? Correspondence. I think that's a word, isn't it? Correspondence. But again, I'm sorry to say this, but I find it quite ironic that this club that once had a lefty ideology, a left-wing ideology, has gone so far left that it's almost right. And it's turned into North Korea. That's all I have to say. I'm done on that matter. It is what it is. But hey, you worry about me damaging your reputation, you're doing it fine yourselves. So good luck with that. All the best.
All the best, lads. All the best. Right. So, with that, shall we move on to the rest of the news that's happening this week?
Yes, absolutely.
So, the way that I've put it in the notes is based off of league table finishing, or otherwise we can mix and match. Or do you want me to just go through?
Go with your order.
So let's go with APOEL first. We've got a new head coach.
Yep.
There he is. My small coach, David Gallego, is my small coach. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I think he's good. I really want him to do well. As spot on there. He signed a 1-year contract. He's got his assistant coming across from Anorthosis as well. Hopefully Nuno Moraes stays as well on top of that. And if he decides to bring somebody like Castel as well, great stuff. Or Gassama, somebody who can bang some goals in. Mario's got a very good question there. If you want to bring it up, who's taller, Thas or the small coach? Now, I'm a very tiny man. I'm 1.72 m. Height. Now let's look up. Sorry, 5'7", not 5'8".
Then again, if you see the blue bush, then you might shrivel up. So.
Let's see if anybody's recorded David Gallego's height. Oh my god, he's 1.65 m. So that's hold on. You want that in feet and inches, don't you? Because what do you want from me? Everybody in Cyprus is in meters, man.
Well, you know why Cypriot women can't park? Because they believe you when you tell them that's 4 inches.
He's 5'5". 5'5". So I'm a small man. He's a small man. We're going to get on very well. Anyway, yeah. For people listening, I'm not going to repeat that question. I put a little YouTube video there. Have you already played it?
No, I haven't. No.
Then click that little link there.
Oh no, I'm not playing it.
You've seen it now.
I'm not playing it.
Have you seen the title of it? Is that why?
Yes, I'm not playing it.
Okay, so for people,
no.
it's basically I found a link of every time Consuela in Family Guy says yes instead of no, kind of as a callback to a few weeks back. Anyway, we'll leave that where it is. Gallego coming in, fantastic news. Beautiful, fantastic news. And of course, Petridis needs to be at the forefront of all the social media stuff for it. He put a video out of the contract being signed, and Petridis being like, I did that. I'm great. Anyway.
Did you catch what he said today?
About Gallego?
That show on
Yeah, so it did say some stuff about Gallego, saying that there's he's being compensated well, but obviously he'll be compensated better with silverware and European qualification and the same thing that Sapinto did, and then he kind of went towards what went on with Sapinto afterwards. But Sapinto's in the past, man.
Well, no. I think. I mean, is this something that we're going to discuss? The interview that Petridi gave.
I didn't want to discuss it too much, but if you wanted to bring up some bullet points of it, I'd be.
Well, he mentioned Sapinto and his behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sapinto. So the main thing of this section of the podcast that they did was that Sapinto fell out with a load of players before the European games.
Mm-hmm.
So during pre-season, he fell out with a load of players, and players who knew him from before had to go back to the players and explain to them how he works. Now, is that normal? Is that normal? And then afterwards, through the season, he falls out with Sachaz, he falls out with Ravriel, he falls out with this guy, he punches that guy, he screams at this guy. it's like what I said. I didn't want to say it a couple of weeks ago because we were celebrating the championship, but the players won that title despite Sapinto, not because of Sapinto.
The thing is, mate.
That's why I congratulate the players.
Yeah, I know, mate. But the thing is, I'm not trying to be funny, but when a new head coach comes to a club, if I was a player, the first thing I'd do is I'd Google search him and see what he's about because he's a big name, right? So I'm sure you'll find a lot of information. So just a Google search his name and then you see all the stuff. So you know what to expect before he walks in.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But clearly it was just a case of let's just get on with it, which is understandable. But I mean, there's other things as well. I mean, he mentioned Donis, didn't he? George Donis.
Yeah, that he was going to try and approach him first for the coaching role.
They spoke about Kvitalia's contract.
Yes, so I was going to get to that.
Okay,
I've got it in the notes, but we can talk about that now. So Kvitalia was offered an increased amount of his contract, and then Aris obviously approached him and contacted him about joining the club. They put their offer forward. So Petridis stated that he basically broke the bank for Kvitalia. They were going to have a wage structure for the season, and they put it in the bin to try and keep Kvitalia at the club. However, Aris have just thrown too much money at Kvitalia, and the club is waiting for a response from him, so they know what they're doing, so they can plan whether they're going to plan with him or without him. But it sounded like Petridis has kind of conceded that he's probably going to go to Ari, from what I gather.
Well, they're talking 1.2 million a year.
Yeah,
which is a big amount of money.
That's a big amount of money. That's for Cyprus. That's insane.
Yeah.
Second one they mentioned as well is Dalcio. So
yes,
there was a discussion with Dalcio about his contract, and the
contract with his ex or his contract with the club.
That's in the notes further down.
Oh, for crying out loud!
If people want to guess which story it is, they can guess. Now, Dalcio, however, has responded negatively twice, and again, they've offered him a big fat amount of money, and I think, Petridis said he's given Dalcio a deadline to respond to him ASAP, otherwise he's out the door as well. In the meantime, Dalcio's celebrating his birthday in Dubai at Salt Bay's restaurant.
Oh,
I don't know if you saw, but Don Galat posted a video of the two of them in the restaurant.
Mate, I'm sorry, man, but like you're in Dubai, right? And I know that restaurants are air conditioned out there, right? Because they're like fucking, it's like snow domes, right? But when there's someone doing that, it sort of goes on their forearm and like hair and what is this?
Oh yeah, he also, how he likes to slap the meat as well.
Well, what else does he do to the meat?
I mean, nope. Now, there's more outgoings at APOEL, and one that you broke before even Fabrizio managed to get to it. Do you want to talk about it?
Fabrizio, you can kiss my balls.
There it is. Yeah. So Stel went on the Rangers Journal podcast,
Rangers Journal, and the Rangers Review,
back
to back.
And while he was recording one of them, he got
it was alive. It was alive.
Yeah.
No. Sorry. No, it was recorded. It was pre-recorded, and then that one out afterwards. So, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But as he was recording it, he got a text message from somebody, basically confirming that Jefte is basically it's done. He's going to Rangers. Now, we knew that this was probably going to happen anyway, because as the APOEL vice president revealed a week ago or so, they tried to get in contact with Jefte regarding a contract, and he just wasn't responding to him.
He left them on. He left them on sent, innit?
Yeah,
It wasn't even read.
yeah, it wasn't even read. You know,
Please,
so,
can you message me back?
yeah, I can't say I'm
2
happy.
days later.
Pretty much. I can't say I'm happy with it. You know, that he's going, but he's gone. So,
Yep.
oh yeah, that's the other thing, right? I think Fabrizio is keeping an eye on us to make sure he gets the latest scoops.
I stun Jamie.
Yeah,
That's
so
why I'm going to start posting some weird stuff from now on.
again, Phil Jones is joining Baffle. Pick that
No,
up, Fabrizio, and run with it. Go on, Fab, go on. Anyway,
he's going to join Omonoia Gossiania, man. What are you talking about?
now there's a club. Now, yeah, I mean, to be fair to Jefte, he's going to a club who's going to be challenging more in Europe, especially since Aris aren't in Europe this year. So Rangers have got more chance of being more successful. And, you know, they're going to a club that have more chance of paying him on time. Nevertheless, you know, I'll be keeping an eye on him.
Yep.
I don't think he'll make the Brazil squad, like you said, but
I didn't say now. I said eventually. There's a difference.
Well, I don't think so, but I think he's going to have a very interesting career in front of him if he keeps on the rise as he is.
Well, you want to make a bet like on the Buffalo page?
Nah, man, I'm not. I'm nah. No more bets against Stell.
You scared?
No, I don't bet. I don't bet against you no more, man. No. I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you. Now, speaking of other rumors and things going on, you mentioned Dalcio. There's rumors of him signing for Pafos, Omonoia. Who else got
Prison FC?
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Yeah. So that's the APOEL news. Unless I forgot something, I don't think I've forgotten anything.
Well, with Dalcio, I heard that he's practically locked in with a move to Buffalo. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we'll see. Now, next one, AEK. So, they've got a new head coach. They announced a new head coach. Juan Ferrando. There he is. And this was basically the day after we recorded.
It's not a very endearing photograph, though.
No.
I mean, it looks like he's got a wasp in his mouth.
It looks like he's about to spit it out at somebody who doesn't like as well. So yeah,
it's like when you eat something bitter and your eye twitches. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. So some historical stuff about Ferrando. He's managed in Greece at Ergodelis and Volos, in Spain at Leonesa and Linares, and in FC Goa and Mohunbagan in India. He has a Greek Super League 2 title, 2 Indian Durand Cups, and an Indian Super League title.
Come on.
He's a winner. Now, with the announcement of Juan Ferrando, a few football fans from India contacted me about
you were bombarded,
Ferrando
mate.
and how he worked as a coach. So I've got a couple of quotes here. So at Onyx World said, before a coach, he's a good human being. He supports his players, doesn't throw them under the bus, understands fan emotions. At Vinayak SRAJ1, just don't give him star players. He's going to cook something good if that's the case. And his second stint is always inconsistent, beware, or else he's the best. So he's saying that he works well with less well-known players, and that his first season is normally the best season that he has.
I'll give him 3 months.
Okay. I mean, there's more here. At the false 10, just don't give him star footballers and he'll do fine. He handles underdogs better than stars. I mean, Tottenham. Anyway, at Krish3875, let him bring Glenn Martins and he would win trophies for you. At FowXYZ, this coach eats, breathes, drink football. Complete workaholic, extremely passionate, and will take all the blame in case of failure. Will never make anyone scapegoat. I Kaladnaga lucky to have him leading them. Best wishes. I looked up Glenn Martins as well, this player that they mentioned. He's an Indian defensive midfielder worth 125k according to Transfermarkt, and it looked like he followed Ferrando as well from FC Goa.
Oh, so kind of like Peter Crouch, Defoe, and what's his name with Harry
Redknapp. Yeah. So keep this Glenn Martins, keep that name, because I think he might come up later on.
Maybe he's a lucky charm.
Well, we'll see. I mean, the guy's won titles with him, so there you go. We've got some Omonoia news. Basically, Dambraskas is in Cyprus. That's it. That's all I got.
Oh, can we ban that word? Cyprus. Can we just ban that word from this pod, please?
Okay. Next one, we've got Anorthosis, because the Irish news is basically they're probably signing a player from APOEL. That's the Irish news. Anorthosis news: players are emptying out. Gorea is apparently going nowhere for now. If you look at Anorthosis,
they put out a statement saying he's not going anywhere. I'd say I'd pay him to leave.
But very strict as well. They were like, stop saying he's going somewhere. He's not going anywhere.
Listen, look, he's another one. What has he got on Ketspire and Anorthosis? Has he got nudes of everyone's wives or something?
I don't know, but I think he's got something on Xavi Roca as well, if you believe the rumours.
Flipping hell.
Listen, for some reason, people seem to think that Anderson Correa is good. I don't see it, but they seem to have a high opinion of him. As well, another player who will be going in the future but isn't gone yet is Chico Banza. So it came out this week. There you go, Pedro. Chico, it's Chico time. But yeah, Chico Banza's holidays in Angola over the last couple of months have actually been sanctioned by Anorthosis, allowing the player to stay out there in lieu of not actually paying him. So they said to him, you can go and we don't pay you and everything's fine.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When you were living in England, did you ever go to a Sunday market?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the knockoff hip-hop clothes, like the Wu-Tang Clan and all those yeah? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Don't you think Chico Banza looks like he's been buying knockoff clothes?
Yeah, I mean, look at
those trousers, those jeans. What is that?
He reminds me, he reminds me. I don't want to say it. It's like it's like a 5-year-old kid putting on his 12-year-old brother's clothes on. the jeans, if you put
you mean like Gallego putting on, I don't know, Petrovic's shirt.
I really want to see that. Somebody make that happen. Nico, if you're watching, try and get Petrovic and Gallego to swap shirts. But yeah, so he's basically, the reason he's in Angola because both parties have agreed, if you go to Angola, we don't pay you, and he said fine. So that's why he's been AWOL for the last 2 months. He's not actually been AWOL. He's AOL.
AWOL. Absolutely.
Owl.
Owl. He's
Owl.
owl.
Yeah. I'm not going to repeat that, Pedro.
No.
Yeah.
Ruslan's piping up.
Ruslan,
I had news. Don't worry.
sorry, Ruslan, but I'm going with where the team finished in the table.
Let me know when you nearly done with Anorthosis. Let me know when you're nearly done.
No. I mean, Anorthosis are looking to find a club for Chico Banza. So good luck with that, with the history that he's got. They're trying to sell him for a fee, which I think is unbelievable. Anyway, now, good news at Anorthosis is that the stadium is staying with the club. The non-existent board of directors. No, it didn't. It came out last week that they'd raised enough money.
Oh, sorry.
But the non-existent board of directors were pleased to announce that the 1 million plus euros that the Mahides had raised was used to pay off the debt owed to CAC Coral Limited. Now, I went and looked up what CAC Coral Limited is, and they're basically a company that buys debt from banks that are struggling because people aren't paying off their loans, and gets people to pay the loans.
So they're loan sharks.
Yeah.
Corporate loan sharks.
Yeah, corporate loan shark, exactly. I'll say that's done with barely any research, so don't come at me. Now,
allegedly. And so when they break your kneecaps, they're wearing a suit doing it.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna look cool while they do it.
We're actually getting more and more viewers now, which is even better. We've got 198 people watching live. According to StreamYard.
Hi guys. Hi.
Hit that like button.
Hit
the like button.
Hit it, please.
And we'll tell you more bad jokes.
Now, I'm finished with Anorthosis, but I don't know why you wanted me to tell you that I was finished with Anorthosis.
Well, remember I said a few weeks ago things will be A-okay with Anorthosis?
Yes.
Well, I can't say too much about what I know, but Anorthosis fans, it's looking promising. That's all I have to say. That's all I can say. That's all I will say for now. Watch this space. Mm-hmm. You can call me uncle.
Oh, there you go.
Politeness.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Gestel. Now, we move on to the next club. Below Anorthosis, we've got Apollon. So they released a load of players this week. Loads of them. Look at that. Big pile of players. Yep. So, yeah, exactly. EXO. We've got Tadea Tarikwa has been released. Summer 2023 signing from Wigan Athletic, 37 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist. Ekpolo has gone. January 2023 signing, 49 appearances, 3 goals. Filiodis has gone. July 2020 signing, 96 apps, 1 goal, 9 assists. Mathieu Payburn is gone. July 2022 signing, 57 games, 2 assists. Bakenga is gone. January 2024 signing, 22 games, 8 goals, 4 assists. Daniel Antosh is gone. Signed from Pafos this summer and then shipped off on loan to Garmiodissa, where he played 16 games and kept 2 clean sheets. Skelvik is gone. Summer 2023 signing with loads of injuries. He only played 10 games. And then you've also had 3 youth players, Ollie Robinson, Foddy and Christos with Robinson having a 2-minute cameo in a game last season. Now, however, after all those releases, there's one player that's not leaving, and it's been confirmed because Apollon paid the fee to buy him outright, and that is Gestel's favourite, Pedro Marquez. He has signed permanently for Apollon. So, do you think he's going to get top goal scorer next season?
Yes.
Okay, mark it down, lads. Now, as well, there's been a lot of murmuring about a new coach coming in at Apollon. And then there was lots and lots of talk, and then it all went very, very quiet. This is a guy called Adrian Gula from Slovakia. He was being tipped to replace Machine. And there was reports of it, of him being shown club.
Adrian Gulagi.
Right, Ruslan, I'm gonna bring up Isle news for you now. So then you can ship off. There he is. There's the beautiful bastard. Chris Coleman is basically confirmed, man. I mean, ex-Sunderland, Wales manager, Adromitos. Where else has he been? Fulham. He's
Welsh national team, man. Come on.
Yeah, I said Wales, but yeah.
Sorry, I was too busy thinking of Adrian Gulagi.
But yeah, he's
Kulukui.
The IL spokesman was like, "Oh yeah, we're talking to him," and he mentioned Dusan Gerkes again, as they always seem to every time IL has a coaching vacancy. But I mean, me and you, we've got specific evidence that no one else has that Chris Coleman is basically going to be IL head coach. Do you want to tell people what that specific evidence is?
No.
No. Okay, I will tell them. His son started following my account, and this is Mappa on Twitter. So there's no reason to do that other than, obviously, Chris Coleman is going to be the new head coach of IL.
Hi, Sonny.
Sorry?
Hi, Sonny.
No, yeah, there you go.
Listen, the way I see it, right, is it can only be good for IL.
Yeah.
It can only be good for them. Regardless of how it goes. Yeah, exactly. And for them to make a move like this is ballsy. It really is ballsy. Now, whether or not he gets the support, I don't know. That being said, I'm pretty sure he's going there with some assurances. And look, I hope he does better than Koskela.
Yep.
So there you go.
Yeah. Now, players leaving. So we talked about a load of players leaving last week when they announced them, but they haven't announced this player yet, but the player himself has announced him leaving, and that's Jalma.
Yes.
Yeah. So he signed for IL in 2022, played 74 times for the club, providing 6 assists and scoring 5 goals. It's not been a secret that he's been unhappy for a long time at IL, and he wanted to leave in January. The club rejected his request, so he stayed until his contract ran out. And fair play to him, didn't throw toys out the pram. No. He was still putting performances for the team. But yeah, really good player. It's going to be sad to see him go.
Here's a question for you: odds on Matthews going to IL if he doesn't stay at Omonoia?
I think the odds are pretty good, don't you? I mean, IL are kind of missing fullbacks now. They need fullbacks in the team. So, and I'm pretty sure he walks into that IL team easily.
Yeah, well, who's that right back?
Yeah, exactly. They had
Zuka, he's gone.
and he's gone. So, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Very good chance.
This is the best time of the season, guys. Gordales are out and stirring. Get your Yaz brooms. It's cleaning time. There you go.
Yes.
The clear out.
Yep.
And Ruslan says Jalma was good. He was a very good player. Very good player. Cracking left foot, set pieces. And he scored that goal against Salamina this season from such a ridiculous angle. Very good player.
Yeah.
Very good player. Right. What's next?
Now, I'm now moving to the teams that have been promoted.
Ah, very nice.
We've got two Omonoia, two Furious. They've got a new manager. Well, it's a new manager for them. It's an old manager for us on the pod because it's Yorgos Petragis. He extends his stay in Cyprus after leaving Doxa just before their confirmed relegation this season. So obviously he's got a bit of experience in the league as well because he was at someone else as well. I can't remember.
Olympiacos, Doxa.
No, Olympiacos was his dad.
I'm sure he was there as well.
Was he there as well? Okay.
I'm sure he was there as well. Was he? Now you get me thinking. For crying out loud.
Because there's the dad and the son. Yeah, while you look that up, Paralimni also has a new coach, and depending on
he was at Olympiacos.
He was at Olympiacos.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Skirts it.
No, I said to you, I believe you. I don't know why. But yeah, Paralimni also have a new coach, Ori Gutman, and depending whether or not you believe Paralimni or Transfermarkt, he either has one T or two T's in his name. But there he is. He looks a bit like Mazonagi, doesn't he? The singer.
No, he looks like a stock photo image of like a businessman.
But yeah, experience-wise, he's been in a bunch of Israeli teams at different levels of coaching, whether assistant manager or head coach, including Maccabi Haifa, Bnei Yehuda, and Hapoel Tel Aviv. So I suspect there's going to be a couple of Israeli players that are going to be joining Paralimni this summer. Now, also at Paralimni, this one made me laugh, and I posted about it on Twitter, and I'm going to bring it up here as well. It's just in case anybody listening or watching is looking for a new job, especially around the Paralimni area, or if you want to move there, especially this summer. Paralimni are looking for a director general of football, which I don't think is the same. I don't think it's the same as a director of football. And the reason why I don't think it's the same thing is because of the requirements that they're asking for people. So these are the basic requirements for becoming a director general of football at Paralimni. So you need to have a 4-year degree in anything. Like the post said, "Odidibote."
Anything.
Literally anything. So I've got a 4-year degree in something, nothing to do with football, but
Well, they do all sorts of courses these days, especially in the UK, like underwater diving, all that kind of stuff. You could be like a scuba diver.
Yeah,
that'll be perfect for Paralimni. Just go find someone that's got a scuba diving degree. Right, yeah. Think about it. They could do the team affairs, and then afterwards they could run something with the club, a scuba diving.
Off Cabo Grego. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
See, this is why I should be in your marketing teams.
So 4-year degree in anything, knowledge of Greek and English. So that's good. They need the English as well as the Greek.
Mm-hmm.
Knowledge of Microsoft Word and Excel. Standard. Organizational skills. Previous experience is an advantage. It's not a be-all and end-all. It's
but when they say organizational skills, do they mean as in to be organized? Because in Cyprus, no disrespect to you guys that are watching in Cyprus, you ain't very organized.
No. The definition of how things are done in Cyprus is organized chaos.
Couldn't organize an orgy in a brothel. Sorry.
Anyone interested can email a relevant CV to enpfc@hotmail.com.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
And then, if you use code NCN12 at the end of the email, you get a 12% increase in your agreed salary.
Nice. Nice. I see what you did there. Very good.
It's nice,
Very
isn't
good.
it?
Very good.
We don't have our food from Cyprus sponsor anymore, so I've got to get that 12% in.
12% in.
Yeah.
And you're saying that it was on their Instagram. I might even just apply for it now, just for bands. What do you
Yeah,
reckon?
do it.
Okay,
Do
I
it.
was not going to do it like while I'm doing the pod, obviously.
No, don't do it. Don't do it live. But I mean, you could do it live. Members only. A members only video, and you do it
No.
live.
No. No.
Anyway,
No.
so that is league news, and then we can move on to other stuff.
When is the closing date, by the way?
I don't know. It didn't say. It didn't have a closing date.
Is it on their Instagram, you say?
Yeah.
Has that gone as well?
Nah, man, come on. It's not happening again. It's definitely there.
Oh yes, okay, I found it.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, we've got other news. Obviously, some other things have been happening around Gipro and football. The main thing being that the under-17s Euros have started.
Right. Before you carry on, may I?
Yes.
May I? So, boys and girls, I didn't say this before, but I say this every week. We have a website, www.nc-network.com. And if you would like to contribute, you can email us, contact@nc-network.com, or you can get in touch with us on Instagram and X @thisismappa. Now, the reason why I say this is because we do things different. Do things very different. Obviously, English-speaking podcasts on Cypriot football. But we also have accreditation, UEFA accreditation for the tournament. And one of our correspondents in Cyprus was at the opening game. I'll let you talk about that. And while you do that, I'll bring up some images.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah. So I'll talk about the game. Should we also mention the correspondent's name?
No.
No? Or we can't do that. Okay.
No. It's okay. Don't worry.
Okay. All right.
When he gives us the green light, we will do it. Until then, he's just Agent Mappa.
Agent Mappa. Agent Mappa. Nice. Now, so the tournament has kicked off, I think, as a good success, at least as a development, especially since the Cyprus under-17 sold out the AEK Arena. Like, they filled the place up.
7,000.
I don't care if people saying like, yeah, they were giving away free tickets. They could be giving away free tickets and people not showed up anyway. People were there and they supported the team. The team lost 5-0, but I think we're asking a bit much for this team to be competitive against teams that have gone through a qualification phase to be able to enter this tournament. I think it's just great that these kids have shown up to play. To tell you the truth, I find it strange. There are some players, some big holes in this team. Where's Violaris, the goalkeeper? He's turned out for the under-19s, but he's only just turned 17. Where's Mavroudis? He's 15, but he's played in 3 games for Salamina this season and has an assist. Doxas Victor Neogleos is 16 and he scored a goal 2 weeks ago. Gabriel Ortelli, 17-year-old goalkeeper in Watford's youth team and is turning out for Watford's under-21s. Nevertheless, right, that's a complaint from me. Again, I'm complaining about players not being picked. But nevertheless, if people can, and especially if you get a free ticket, go out there and support those players that have been picked. The support that people can give them can lift their performances. And if the Cyprus FA spokesman is to be believed, there's 160 scouts looking over the tournament, and it might see some talent in these players and take them to a league and a place where they'll be appreciated more for the talent that they have. But they can only do that if they have the home support.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But go to those games, cheer those players on. And, it doesn't matter if the team loses 4 or 5-0 every game. Those players are there representing their country, and they're giving everything out there. And again, they're only 16, 17, and maybe 18. Very young players representing their country.
The thing is, I do have a problem with the result. I really do.
Do you?
In all fair, yeah, I do. And that's not to knock the players. Don't get me wrong.
No, it's not the players.
No. But when you look at the Czech Republic team, they got a left winger that's at Juventus's academy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, obviously, Czech Republic is bigger than Cyprus. I get it. Okay. No. Ruslan, don't stay quiet. Say what you got to say, my guy, because you and I, we are on the right track. And I think this boils down to clubs, 100%.
Yep.
It boils down to clubs, because I believe, and maybe I'm wrong, that perhaps clubs have not been taking youth development as serious as they should have or should be. Only recently, I'd say the last 2 to 3 years, they've been taking it serious, with the exception of a few clubs. And I can talk about Buffer, for example, whose under-19s are full of foreign players, full of them, okay? And people will say, well, that's not good for Cyprus. Well, for me, that's no excuse, because if you're good enough, you'll play. And if you're not good enough for that team to play because of political reasons, you're good enough to play elsewhere. So it's a double-edged sword. Now, you can also blame the rules in Cyprus with the whole army service. You can blame loads of things. But if they're going to be serious about the national team getting better, they need to change a lot of things. Not just the rules on youngsters, 2 in a fucking squad, 2 homegrown players in the squad, a matchday squad. It's ridiculous, right? I mean, here, maybe they should not be taking kids from private academies. I'm just saying, because of reasons. Well, elaborate, please. Clubs or GOP's inability to actually do a proper job in helping the Cypriot player, yeah. We can go on about this all day, because we keep talking about this. We keep talking about this for the national team.
Yep. But yeah, it's the same issues we keep bringing up again and again and again. And that is the reason for the result. There's in this under-17s team, I think there's 5 AEK players, right? And AEK keep getting fined every week for not playing enough Cypriots, which is just the 2. So they're not even getting the 2. Sometimes they don't even have the 1. And the 1 they have is Roberge.
Yeah.
So...
But they also released Mamas, didn't they?
Yep.
Who's Cypriot? Who was at Napoli and Spa?
Yep.
But
yeah, it's... So clubs are at fault, yes, but CFA is the king right now. No grassroots development, incentives and infrastructure. You are right, Ruslan. That is exactly it, and it's a thing we've said over and over and over again on this pod. That's why I didn't want to kind of bring it up. Ruslan has a huge issue with the result. Why? Oh, do you know something?
No. I was waiting for him.
No, it says tell them Stel. So that's why. But yeah. It's
Roberge is his full name. That's Greek though, isn't it? That's Greek.
Yeah.
It all starts from the top and tails down to these failures, also extending the foreign limit to 70 and killed the dreams of many young Cypriots. Yes, that's correct. That's why a lot of young Cypriots want to leave Cyprus and play abroad, not just to fulfill a dream.
And they should.
Hello, Chris. Hello,
Ah,
Chris.
what?
Hello.
How? There you go. There you go, Chris. Yeah. But yeah. So
What is love? Baby, don't
I didn't
hurt
want to
me.
bring up. Didn't want to bring up the Cyprus FA's inability to organise a piss up in the brewery because these young players don't deserve that. So, all we can do at this tournament is support those young players, and we should continue to do so. Now, we can move it on to a quick fire round as well for some small bits and pieces here and there.
Yes, bits and
So,
pieces.
first one, Kansas City finally played Marinos Johnny's in a game in the US Open Cup. They started him, and he scored a goal. Who knew he would do that? Who knew? And then they did they did the post about oh yeah Johnny's in the Open Cup, he scores. Then play him more, pricks. Anyway,
Well, look, if you go by the reports, he's joining Buffalo.
oh yeah, because they play Gibrils. Anyway, we've also got.
Who would you rather have, him or Bruno?
Well, I'd rather Buffalo had Bruno because it'll mean they'll perform less better.
Okay, if you were Buffalo, for crying, I mean, God, you're more pedantic than Omonoia, for fuck's sake. Honestly, you should be a fucking press officer.
Right, next thing, right? Ocas Jr.
Wait.
Oh,
that's a long one.
here we go. So I'm going to read it out for you, Ruslan. Guys, it's embarrassing. You are playing out for home in front of a full stadium, regardless how people got there. Cypriots don't tend to attend national team games, and they did this time. And what have they seen? Pathetic performance and result while playing at home. Resili, I would have been so ashamed. Ruslan, for me, right, those players, they don't play in big games. Those players have not. This is the biggest game they've ever played in, right? And the biggest crowd they've ever played to. And the coach set them up with like a Tamuri gets by a formation. So they would have a lot of difficulty getting forward. And, Cyprus be Cyprus, they can't defend. So I'm pretty sure it's the same thing as what the men's national team is. We've probably got an amazing plethora of forward players, but the coach just wants to play one and play 9 at the back. It's an issue. Anyway, so and another young Cypriot player doing well, scoring in finals, scoring goals, is Ocas
Ademola
Jr.
Lookman.
Yeah, hey, Ademola Lukmanos.
Lookmanes.
Lukmanos, make him Cypriot. Yeah. Ocas scored in the under-21s Premier League Cup final for Fulham. Yeah.
I need to message him actually, see if I get him on the pod. Sorry.
Yeah, do that. Another player you could message to see if we can get him on the pod is Alex Gogitz. He picked up all the St. Mirren awards, like just all of them.
I've been trying to get him on, but Alex isn't responding to our tweets. If any of the players are watching, if anyone that knows him, out of the 233 people that are watching live, if you know Alex Gogitz, get in touch with him.
Yeah.
There's someone that I know that watches this pod that's a footballer and plays for the national team or has been called up. Speak to him.
Now, one more thing that came up. It came out of nowhere.
Like Randy Orton?
Sorry?
Like Randy Orton?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This story RKO'd us from nowhere. Supersport FM reported that a top player in the Cypriot First Division has spent the night in jail due to some reasons. There was reasons for that. Apparently, the bail was paid by the president of the team in question. However, that bit's not reported by Supersport. That bit's reported on what we've heard people saying.
Gentlemen,
Yeah,
if you're gonna have children, make sure you're paying your maintenance if you and your missus split. Just saying.
yeah.
Don't be a scrub. Your
That bit of
baby mama
advice.
ain't happy.
So that bit of advice has nothing to do with what I'd mentioned just previous to that bit of advice. Just saying.
Are you talking to me?
Now I'm talking to the people listening and watching. Yeah, just saying. No, don't be sending us letters. Now, one more thing, and then we can call it a night if you want. It's Crawley Town have been promoted to League One. Now, some people will be asking me, what's that got to do with Cypriot football? Crawley Town have got Nick Tsarulla and Jack Rolls, 2 players eligible to play for Cyprus.
Jack Rolls, who played for Spurs, by the way, came from Spurs Academy.
Yep.
And I think Tsarulla was at Omonoia Youth. I think.
I don't know. I don't know the history on that. Now,
funny that Charluthka doing bits.
Yeah,
just saying.
And being
Ruel, congratulations, Ruel, player of the season at Leyton Orient.
Yes.
Just saying.
Yep.
You know,
these players are kind of being left behind a little bit, and it's disappointing. What's not disappointing, however, and it's the reason why I wanted to bring up Crawley Town's success, is I want, if you click on that link there that I've got right at the bottom of the notes, Stel, and just put it on screen, it is the GIF of Jack Rolls that they put up every time he scores a goal, and it's amazing. It's a work of art. Here it comes. You ready?
Oh my god!
It's beautiful.
Why have I never seen this before?
I don't know. I always repost it every time it comes up. Every time he scores a goal, I go, right, post. It's amazing.
Come on, England! Oh,
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Is incredible.
And I think that is the best way to end the season.
Brilliant. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. That's all. Thanks to you, we now have another clip for our intro for next season.
Isn't it? It's fantastic.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Amazing.
I'm lost for words. I'm actually lost for words. That's amazing.
Isn't it?
Did Morgan Ryan start with the Cyprus citizenship? As far as we're aware, he's in the process.
He started the process, yes.
Yes. So, well, then again, he might play centre back.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. Good vibes.
Well, listen,
good vibes.
Listen, at least in the locker room in the national team, they've got locks on the toilet doors, right? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Lock the toilet door every time you use it, regardless how many people are in there with you. Okay? Lock the door. Lock it. Don't get caught with your trousers down.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Nice bit of advice to finish off. Now, imagine Paralimni saw Jack Rolls doing that in the dressing room.
Well, the national team, in my opinion, if we bring in the 2010 national team in their current state, they will perform better than the current team. Yeah,
yes.
of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Again, I don't know if they were playing the formation that Gaspar chooses. Anyway,
Yeah, true.
we do have some content we will be delivering during the summer, will we not, Mr. Stell?
Yeah, we listen. We got loads planned. Loads planned.
We do. We do. So, regardless the season's over, we've still got plenty of transfer news to catch up on. We've got plenty of things to talk about that's going to happen over the time. We might do a couple of live watch-alongs with Cyprus losing to San Marino. We've got a lot of things planned coming through. There might be something new next week.
Yes.
Just drop that on there like that. I'll
Yes,
just leave it
yes,
there like
yes.
that.
Yes.
I'm going to be
So-
getting my cease and desist letter, guys. I'm going to be getting it.
Don't worry. Who do you think is going to get one first, me or you?
Well, depending on how next week goes, it might be me.
Yeah, but depending on how Omonoia behave, it could be me.
Yeah, that's true.
I tell you what, let's put it in the chat. Who's going to get a cease and desist letter first? Me from Omonoia or him from Garmiodissa? Put it in the live chat right now. Well, I'll bring up the thing. We'll tally it up. We'll give them a minute starting from now.
There we
You got
go.
a minute.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right.
I'm just waiting for our correspondent to let us know which game he's going to next. I think he's going to the England game. Is it England that's playing next? I can't remember. I need to find out. I need to check. Let me go.
England played yesterday, didn't they?
Is it England or is it Serbia? Is it Serbia? 1 minute. Let me have a butchers. I'm scrolling through the messages because he sent me a screenshot of the email confirmation. What's the date tomorrow? Yes, Cyprus, Serbia. So he's going Cyprus, Serbia, Portugal, England, Ukraine, Cyprus, and England, Spain.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Scorval says me, so I'm one up. Chris says you have to make that folder on the This Is Mappa logo red so we can relate a bit more as a league. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
All my money on Stel. Grandmother doesn't see anything on social media to send a letter to Thasso. See? I'm 2-0 up, bro.
I will be trying very hard, you guys. I will be trying very hard over the next 6 weeks. I say
Stel
6
for
weeks.
sure. He's more emotional. Yes. Yes. Well, maybe next season we should pick a team, Thasso, random team, and see which one we can piss off first. So, for example, you can get Paralimni and I'll get, I don't know, Doxa or something like that.
Well, I've got if people haven't voted yet, I have a poll on Twitter running right now on what I will be calling Omonoia Koscielnia for next season. Because
you just want to die.
Because I refuse to give them the respect they deserve. I'm refusing to. So I'm gonna put Omonoia to Electric Boogaloo, to Omonoia to Furious.
Not getting involved. No.
Omonoia does Manhattan.
This is you.
And what was the other one? I can't remember what the other one is, but there's 4 choices on there. So just go on my Twitter account @FlairsCafes and look on the pinned tweets and vote in the poll.
Excellent. Are we done?
We are done. Do you want to promote websites and socials once again?
www.nc-network.com. Check it out. We have a lot of write-ups on that website. We're doing profiles on young and upcoming players. We have a email address, contact@nc-network.com, if you would like to be part of the team. And being part of this team means you get privileges, as I mentioned earlier, under 17s accreditation, and something else, which Pedro mentioned on Adetjar Kisame. And since we have 263 people, I'm going to say this now. On the 1st of June, as it stands, there will be a live stream on the NC network. It will be outside Wembley Stadium because we have media accreditation for the Champions League final. There are levels to this.
Boom.
So, if you want to be part of the team, you get privileges and you get opportunities because this is what we do. We're leveling up.
Montel, this is how we do it.
I was thinking more like this. Boys and girls, thank you very much for tuning in. That's Thasos' Instagram and Twitter. That's my Instagram. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and on Instagram at This Is Mappa. Thaso, would you like to say good nights and wrap it up for the season?
Good night, guys.